Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Maybe everyone's settled their differences and I can finally go outside. All right, let's do it. Here we go. And I'll just get Instacart. Follow the affiliate link in the show notes below to create your account with Instacart today. Do all your shopping without leaving your house.
Coming to you live from my apartment, this is the Short News with Alex Maynor.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Short News Podcast. Sorry. Happy Monday. What are we in? August now? August 3rd. Damn. Well, we're still in a pandemic. That sucks a lot. Sorry, I need to get in the flow of things. Yesterday was crazy. When I just went in on Bill de Blasio, and I want to say I'm sorry for all of the swearing, Mr. Mayor, but you really need to rethink your strategy on reopening the schools because it is not fair at all to the teachers. Fuck, man. All right, so what's going on? This weekend was all right. We just hung out. I made spaghetti every single night because that's all I know how to cook other than eggs and bacon. I can do 2 breakfast foods and spaghetti. And do I put sauce on it? What kind of sauce do you put, Alex? I don't. I put butter. Yeah, I have the taste buds of a 4-year-old. And I'm aware of that. I will acknowledge my immaturity when it comes to food. I just don't like complicated foods. If anything, it just makes me anxious. And I'm a nervous eater. And it's been a problem forever. So the easier the food, the better for me. Like the simpler, I guess, the better. Yeah. So making a lot of spaghetti. I love it. It's delicious. No complaints there. I can make rice pilaf too. That's pretty easy. What happened this weekend? Yeah, so I offended this boomer really bad. Because Trump is planning on banning TikTok, as he said Friday night before he boarded Air Force One. Yeah, we're gonna ban TikTok or whatever he said. And the whole TikTok community, the internet has been going crazy over it. I know that at the beginning I was for this ban on TikTok, but then I realized, okay, every app collects information on their users. Facebook is the biggest offender of that, and they're an American company. Why are we not asking questions about them? Why is it only China? He's been blaming China for everything. This just seems like another one of those moves. If he's doing it, he's not doing it for the right reasons. Sorry, my throat is clogged today. Acid reflux. So, they're gonna ban TikTok, but Microsoft is in talks to buy it. Or buy the like buy a portion of it, the American part of it, so that the data is no longer like able to be accessed by Chinese servers. And okay, that's fine. That makes it more trustworthy, whatever. People are going to use the app no matter what. And people are really mad that he plans on banning it because, TikTok has been a fun app to use throughout this whole pandemic and even before this for a couple of years now. It's a staple in pop culture. It's a way for musicians to get their stuff out there. It's a way for creators to connect with one another, and there's different effects that make it fun. And I've seen some really creative shit on there. I've also seen some trash, and I've made some trash on there. But but the people that make good stuff, it make it really entertaining. So I feel like he's killing a good thing, and I hope Microsoft does buy it. Because, yeah, that would definitely make people feel more comfortable, but also we don't need to be blaming China for everything. The anti Asian sentiment in this country is getting to a point where it concerns me. But some good news to come out of this is that Trump doing this, is going to make a lot of people vote. A lot of young people. Because these people who are in high school, they're now turning 18, they're legal voting age. They want TikTok. This is a big deal to them. They see this guy taking it away, now it's personal. He wasn't affecting them for a while, these suburban kids, but now? Oh, now he's taken TikTok? Dude, he's fucked. He's done everything wrong, and I think people are finally starting to realize he's a fraud, and he just takes shit away and makes things worse. And I don't think that should be a partisan issue. I don't think that's something that really can be disputed. He's handled the virus poorly. He acts like it doesn't exist. You and me all know people that have been affected by this. So we know this is bullshit. And anybody who says that he's fine is just lying to themselves because they don't want to admit that they were wrong. And that is dangerous. Because now we're living in a fucking martial law type situation. Dudes sending secret police to suppress protests, which are against an oppressive system, and they're using more oppression to stop the protests against the oppression. It's just gross. So I tweeted in response to NBC News. What was it? This shit got bad. This shit got really bad. I go, so that's a whole generation of new voters he's about to alienate, but whatever, the boomers like it. And that made someone so mad. This faceless fucking person. You know those conservative accounts that are too scared to show their faces? So they use some random picture or meme or something and a name that doesn't mean that's not an actual name. So this dude, Dissension 12, responds, "Why the overgeneralization of this term? Don't stereotype an entire group of people." And then I respond with The Office gif that's just, "Okay, boomer." And then he goes, "Intelligent, not. Are all your podcasts the same hating rhetoric? Pfft. You think you can grow into a business with a mature market with that ignorant point of view? Good luck and grow up." So someone got really offended by the term boomer. And I go, "Says the profile too scared to show their face." And then they go, "What does it matter what I look like? Words speak loud enough." And I go, "You pick fights and say whatever you want, because if you weren't anonymous, you would shut up. I do not engage with such trollery. Good day." And he goes, "Picking a fight by asking you not to generalize people with an ignorant term of boomer. Give your head a shake, buddy." So he's condescending as fuck, talking down to me like I'm a fucking kid. And he's acting like boomer is the N-word or something. And it's dude, no. It describes your generation Boomers are annoying. They have fucked up society. They have fucked up their kids. You guys had fucked up parents, and then you fucked us up even more. It's the truth, boomers. That's not hate speech. That's a generation. God. Okay, so then I go, you're offended by the word boomer because you know how much they screwed up the country. Get the fuck out and don't talk to me again. And he goes, touchy. I'm offended because you think you know everything about every person in that generation. And you're nothing. And you're just a young schmuck who knows nothing. And I'm like, that's a generalization right there. You're assuming what I know due to my age. When people start throwing name calling around, they've lost. Now, good day. I will not engage anymore with people who are too afraid to match an identity with an argument. He goes, so you started the very first conversation with boomer, but it's not okay for me to call you a young schmuck? How do you like it? Just calling out your hypocrisy. Now, I said good day. First of all, Dissension 12. Young schmuck is a little different than boomer. Because millennials are not called the young schmuck generation. You guys are literally the baby boomers. They call it that because there was a boom of babies during that time, making you, what? The baby boomers. That's a little different than like the N-word or something, where white people started calling like people that, black people that, and it was not cool to them because it was like derogatory. No, boomer's fucking funny. It's not hate speech. Boomers aren't being fucking killed or lynched on the street for being 50 years old or whatever. It's not the same thing. You just need a reason to be offended because you've never been disenfranchised in your entire life. Like, get over yourself. I was making a point about TikTok and how older people don't care about that shit. They don't understand it. That's not a very like far-fetched statement. There are things that like generations under me that I don't understand and that I feel like a boomer. So like I don't understand the need to be offended, and you're a faceless fucking loser on the internet who's too afraid to really like show themselves to support their argument. So you're gonna say whatever the fuck you want, obviously, and it has no meaning to me. You're just trying to start shit. So shut the fuck up, boomer. Get over yourself and start fighting for the right causes. Because I've seen your profile. All you do is just go after people that you slightly disagree with and condescend them with fallacies. And there, you have no argument other than, oh, you're stupid, or oh, you're offensive, or oh, like you're dumb, or you're young, or whatever. I wasn't even trying to make an argument. I was just bummed that TikTok was going away and said, okay, a lot of young people are probably going to vote. And then I made a boomer joke. Again, that's different than hate speech. People who get offended by the word boomer have never actually experienced discrimination firsthand in their entire life. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so offended by that. Because they would know what real discrimination and real offensive shit looks like. It's just you're being called out. You don't like being associated with fucking up society. But sorry, dude, your generation is responsible for that. Like, hateful rhetoric? I don't think I'm spouting hateful rhetoric. Yeah, I get mad at the president, but I'm not like saying hate speech or anything. I'm standing up for human rights, yeah, but that has no association with hateful rhetoric. Do I judge people? Oh, definitely. Definitely. I do hate on people. But that's what this podcast is all about. We're supposed to be fucking controversial. We're not on the radio. I'm not trying to be too correct. If you remember the very first episode of this show, I preface it with saying, all right, listen, before we start, I don't want any of you boomers getting offended. Okay? So that sets the whole tone for this show. Since the beginning. So don't try to cancel me for saying boomer, because I'm just gonna laugh. And you just sound stupid. Literally nobody liked your tweet. A bunch of people liked mine. Get the fuck out. Dude, your point looks stupid. And don't get me wrong, I've made plenty of stupid points in my life. But dude, oh, you just you fell on your face here. You don't look good, boomer. Hate speech. That's hate speech, guys. Don't say boomer, that's the B word now. Can you say booma? Is booma okay? What's up, booma? Are they okay with that? No. You just gotta drop the hard R and maybe they won't get offended. Maybe it works the same way because they're acting like it's some sort of like injustice against them by being called boomer. You guys use millennial all the time in derogatory ways to make us look like idiots. So I don't understand. It goes both ways. Either stop using millennials in the way that you use it, and then we'll stop using boomer, or just let us fucking use it. And you can keep making fun of us too. Okay? What is the world if you can't make fun of people? If you can't mock them for things that are in their completely in their control? Okay? That's just my point of view. Susie, you're moving the trackpad. What the hell? She's playing with the mouse. Yeah, I want to stop this podcast now. I'm a cat. Oh my god. Jake, stop talking about the boomers, Dad. Okay, I'll stop talking about the boomers. What's going on in the world? Huh? Got my browser open. So yeah. TikTok ban. Microsoft might buy it. Young people are gonna vote against Trump. What else? The pandemic is apparently fucking up the illegal weed market, which makes sense. People aren't really gonna do drug deals when there's like the possibility of spreading germs. You don't know. Those drugs are getting passed down from like person to person to person. You'd rather get it from a trustworthy source. I do. I go to a dispensary. I have a med card and they're booked all the time. It seems like people are really depending on their dispensaries now. And that's not a bad thing. It's good. Just don't go to MedMen because they will scam you. You get like you pay $90 for like a microscopic amount of cartridge that lasts you for maybe 5 hours of the day. And then you're done. It's done. You got to go back and spend $90 more. And they're going to be like, "Oh, like why do you need more?" It's like, "Dude, you gave me fucking 0.2 of a gram. Like most of these things are like 500 milligrams. You gave me like 0.001 or whatever." Bro, that's a scam. You go to any of these other dispensaries, they'll give you a real amount for $60 or less. MedMen's charging $90. Tell me that is not a scam. All right? Don't go to MedMen. And they're racist too. So fuck them. Cancel MedMen. I used to go to them and they're so bad. They're like, "Oh, we're the Apple Store of weed." So why? Weed should be local business run. It should be chill. It should not be this corporate fucking stupid environment. "Oh, we're gonna break the stigma." Why? Why is smoking weed such a bad thing? You're just acknowledging that it's a bad thing. Be cool about it, man. And don't charge ridiculous prices for shit products. My god, they suck. So, but yeah, people are getting stoned a lot more often in this pandemic. I can see that. I definitely I'll say this. I'm definitely find myself turning to my medication a lot more. Listen, I'm prescribed medical marijuana. Like, so I use it when I start having a panic attack or when I'm having an appetite problem because I'm anxious. I have really bad anxiety due to PTSD. So, like, the one thing that helps and has helped is THC and CBD. And it just helps me calm down, get to a normal level. And also, like, a plus of it, it's gotten rid of my Tourette's tics ever since I was 14 or 15 and started smoking weed. Haven't had a Tourette's problem in or flare up ever since. And that is crazy because it was bad since the third grade. I had these vocal tics and like I would have to swear out loud in like weird voices. And like I don't even want to do it. It's embarrassing. I'll talk about it in more detail some other well, we can talk about it. I was like, fuck. Like I swear. And I would do that like on the golf course with my dad in the middle of his backswing. He'd be like, Alex, shut the fuck up. And I'd be like, I can't help it. I can't help it. But then I started smoking weed and it went away. It I guess whatever it was in my brain that was doing that, it was anxiety. It was anxiety provoked. I lived in a very high strung, high pressure household where there was always hostility and from from like a young age, and that made me very fragile of a human being and just scared of everything. So this, I guess, alleviated that anxiety and got me to a level where I didn't have these tics as much. And if I do have them, I can suppress them really well. I can control them. It's really cool, but and also like I said, my appetite just it's so beneficial to my life. And yeah, there's people that say, "Oh, but it's going to dumb you down and how do you do everyday things?" Listen, that's if you smoke an indica, like a really heavy indica, you're gonna get couch locked. You're not gonna do anything with your life. I totally get that. It will just make you a useless blob. And I've done that. Like when I used to not care about what I was smoking, I didn't care about the strain. I was like, oh, weed is weed. You just end up couch locked. If you just don't pay attention to what you're smoking, that's really ignorant because you're also not appreciating it for what it is and for what the function is. You you want a sativa. If you want to smoke weed during the day and still and be productive and be wired in like a caffeinated way but still also be chilled, sativa. It puts you in a good state of mind to be productive. You're not like fucked up. You feel good and you can focus. Stay away from indicas during the day. Indicas are for sleep, okay? For sleep and maybe parties. It's more of a recreational thing. I stick with sativas. That is my suggestion to you. But, that depends on what your dispensary tells you to get. But whatever, whatever. So yeah, legal weed. Legal weed is going up. Illegal weed is going down. Hopefully legal weed gets more legal. Because in New York it's only medical. And I know like California, Colorado, it's been recreationally uh legal for a while. And I'm jealous. I think New York will do it within the next couple of years. I'm just waiting for that. I hope we're around for that. Who knows with everything going on, right? Uh so that's the weed news for today. From the New York Post, Prince Andrew's alleged fetishes are revealed by Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre. And New York Post is very dramatic with their wordage here. I'm not a big New York Post fan. I don't know many people that are, other than the conservatives that I know. What did she say? Oh, she wrote a book. What the hell? What was he into? The prince. Oh, he loved feet. He was a feet guy. Okay, let's not. This is weird. Dude's a pedophile. He was into feet. He looks weird. He just looks like a creepy gerbil. You know what I mean? Like I gotta start doing video podcasts so I don't have to like describe to you what I'm seeing. But go look up Prince Andrew. He looks like a gerbil. A creepy one. But he looks like one. Um and then in the news, Ellen? Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen de Not So Generous apparently is a terrible person and is being canceled. Seems like James Corden is actually set to replace her on her daytime slot, which I just don't like. I'm not a fan of James Corden. He's not funny. The only time that I watched his show is when he had the Jonas Brothers on, because I'm a big Joe Bros fan. They're a good throwback, to like a better time in the world. The Obama years. Anyways, so yeah, like the only time I watched James Corden was for that. Otherwise he's not funny. Same with Jimmy Fallon. I don't find them funny at all. Jimmy Kimmel, he's a little funny. He's got some better writers. Conan is funny. But okay, Ellen's not really that funny in my opinion either. And Leah Thompson backs claims of mean behavior at the Ellen DeGeneres show. What does she say? Back to the Future star Leah Thompson backs Brad Garrett's claims about mean behavior behind the scenes. Garrett, a six-time guest on the show, said that he knows more than one person who was treated horribly by the host months after allegations of behind-the-scenes bullying and mistreatment came to light. So he said that the on-set behavior was common knowledge. Everyone knows that she's a bad person. Oh man. So there's a lot of misconduct that's been going on in her workplace, is what this is saying. A lot of workplace harassment or something. And what the hell? Like apparently an employee was fired for taking a month of medical leave following a suicide attempt. That's just insensitive. That's not cool. And then the TV host sought to shift the blame for the toxic environment in an emotional apology to her staff. As we've grown exponentially, I've been able to stay on top of everything and relied on others to do their jobs as they knew I'd want them done. Clearly, some didn't. That will now change, and I'm committed to ensuring this does not happen again. So is she blaming her her workplace? She's blaming her workplace. Yeah. Fuck. Bro. So yeah, she's really just not a good person. And let's see some examples right here. Oh wait, we can't use that.
On Kim and Kanye.
I mean, I'm happy for her. She wanted a baby. Been saying she's going to be a single mom, and he is going to be a lot to deal with.
Have you ever met either of them?
Yes.
Both?
Yes. Not together.
Yes, separately though.
Well, yeah, he's been spending most of his time in Europe since he's been pregnant.
Right. Well, he's touring, right?
Look, I don't know.
She knows Kanye. They've known each other for a long time. She had to know who he is, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't think that you find out the fiber of who
What?
somebody is until you're actually living under one roof and sharing,
That's
you
true.
know, space.
Yeah.
Where is
You know,
she being
yeah,
mean?
I do know. How is he with his mother being so outspoken? Is this a while ago?
It doesn't say none of your business.
Never have I ever gotten kicked out of a bar.
I just turned 21.
Be honest.
I just turned
Turn that
21.
thing around, Justin.
Never have I ever had sex with more than two different people in one day.
That's Madonna. Damn. So where's the Ellen shit going on? Ellen's apology video.
I stay grateful and I try to stay humble, and I think that I pay attention to what is important and what is real.
In recent months, her character
I can't find Ellen being mean. I'm really looking here. One sec. Let me see.
Talk about the paparazzi shot in Bora Bora.
Okay.
So you are obviously in a private bungalow.
Yeah.
And how did you not see that there was paparazzi there?
Well, I just didn't see them. I think I wasn't really looking out for them either. So.
Was there a boat? When you think back on it now, can you see where they may have been? Were they
Yeah,
in a boat?
yeah, they're definitely in a boat. Yeah.
So there's a young woman in the background you can see in the bed.
Yeah, no.
Is that your girlfriend?
No, it's not.
Just a girl that you were in Bora
Just a
Bora with?
friend. Yeah.
You just brought a friend to Bora Bora?
Yeah.
And you're just naked with your friend?
Okay, I cut that right there because apparently she has scrubbed the internet of any evidence of her being rude. I know one specific video, and I think a lot of you have seen it, where she intentionally leaves out free stuff for her audience, like in the lobby of the studio where they shoot the show, and it says only take one, and there's a hidden camera. Like one person takes an extra thing for their sister, and she puts it on camera, shows it to the audience, and just like you can tell she's legitimately angry at this lady, and she's just grilling her and embarrassing her on television, and it just seemed completely unnecessary. Like you put that out there on purpose to do that. Why are you mad? Like they did the exact thing you wanted them to do, and now you're mad at them? I don't get, like, you could see it in her eyes, and from what she was saying, she was just pissed. Anyways, I decided we can't find anything on any dirt on her on YouTube, so I'm just gonna go with Nick Avocado and his husband fighting. So let's see what's new with them in their world.
Hey everyone, it's me, Nick Avocado. Yesterday I had a breakdown. Shooby-doo, and I started crying all over the place, and I got a lot of hate comments. Shooby-doo, and I don't know how to take it in, so I'm not gonna read them, because I'm gonna choose to be happy.
I still can't see very good. Like I can see that this is my camera, but it says Canon zoom lens. I'm not.
You can't see well because you have diabetes. Your nipple's not there. That was a roll. That was.
Your nipple's not there. That was a roll. Oh my god, I don't know if this is staged. Do you guys think he's real? Cause like the weight gain is real. So is the fighting also real? I don't know. We're 30 seconds in.
Not your nipple. That was a roll.
You just hoard empty containers.
Stop!
Hoard empty containers.
Ow! You got that on the curtain. You got it on my eyeball. Your eyeball can be washed. Those curtains cannot be washed. Those are
They're
white
not
curtains.
The curtains are not. They're not dirty. They look perfect. They look perfectly white. Get away from me. Get away from me. Ow! Ow! Ouch! Ow!
He went off camera, but you can hear slapping. That's not good. This is like domestic violence on camera. What is going on? Who are their neighbors? I feel bad for them. It's like a family of 4 with like 2 5-year-olds, and they're all just like huddled in the corner listening to these fights every night at like midnight. Mom, Dad, I can't sleep. Those people are yelling again. It sounds really scary, Mom. I don't know what to do. Can we move? I don't want to live here anymore, Mom. Wait, ready?
Ow!
Mom. Oh, wait.
I'm back.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Mom, I don't want to live here. I hear them again.
I'm back with my cheese bowl.
I want cheese.
I'm home. Hello, we're back home. Shoo-doo, we're home. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
Does Olive Garden still have their buy one, take one deal?
One option is Olive Garden. Is that the one you want?
No.
Remember you threw it away? You threw it away.
That's by
That
accident.
was not by accident. You did it on purpose.
Orlin, stop.
I love that juicer. I got it from Italy. I had to win an auction for it. It was $200.
I'm trying to do my
It was
thumbnail. It does not
$200.
even
I had
look
to
very
pay
good.
$100 for shipping. It was like $300 to get that orange juicer. And you threw away the handle.
Wait.
It was a hand crank orange juice.
Look, you're making things
No, you
fall.
threw away the handle for my juicer. What did you do with the juicer? What did you do with the handle? What did you do with it?
Nothing.
And why?
Yeah, that seems very spiteful and creative. Creatively spiteful. Oh, I got a story for you. So, in college, during like the beginning of our freshman year, my roommate went out to one of the frats to party, and I think like I came home before him, or I may have just stayed in and played video games or something that night. But he came back and he was all frantic. He was like, "Hey." And I was like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And it's like 1 a.m, and he's holding like a beer keg tap in his hand. And he's like, do you have anywhere I could hide this? And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I stole this from one of the frats. I'm like, what? Why? Why though? Like, okay, cool, but like, yeah, I do have a place, but why'd you do that? He's like, I don't know, just fuck them, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, fine. Like, why'd you take their beer tap? That's just, now they can't drink. That's mean. Now they can't open their keg. That's evil. I should have done that. Or I should have used it. We should have gotten a keg and used it in our room. That would have been sick. But if we got caught with a keg, oh man, that'd be trouble. I already had so many points at that school. I got caught so many times partying. Not good. I'm just not good at doing that secretly.
Why do you have to eat this giant bowl of cheese?
Because the small one's missing. Oh.
What is wrong with you?
Why would you do that? Why do you do evil things on purpose?
It's not on purpose.
Why do you do bad things on purpose? Why do you have to do bad things on purpose?
On purpose.
Why do you have no self-control? And why do you not get enough food? Now you're gonna be angry because you're not getting enough food.
Why is it wobbly?
Because you keep things with sauce.
Put it back.
This is not enough food.
Yeah, I
I'm
can see
mad.
that. You did not get enough food.
That looks like enough food. That looks
Then
like
why
more
do you
than
eat this
enough
much
food.
cheese?
That's
'Cause-
like, it's a huge bowl of cheese, like loaded fries, I think. 3 huge cheeseburgers, or 4 huge cheeseburgers. Bro, like, what do you mean that's not enough food? That's a Thanksgiving feast.
I love cheese. Yes, I do. Shooby do.
What's wrong with you?
How about you?
What's wrong with you?
Shut up. What's
What
wrong?
is wrong with you?
Stop.
Why didn't you get enough? What the
Oh,
f- is wrong with you? Lots of things.
ew.
You have no manners. You have no manners. Do you think they like watching you fart? Do you think they like hearing your farts? No. Do you think they enjoy that? No. Like they're supposed to be eating with you. They're eating with this gross over the horse farting.
Orlin, stop.
Like it's so
Stop.
gross. It's just so gross.
Stop.
So gross.
Don't you have
It's
work
so
to do? Why don't you go-
nasty. Yeah, my work is to be here with your stupid thumbnail. But
Why
you're
don't
not
you
coming
go
to
to
work?
work?
Because you don't have a bowl that's the right size. You have a giant bowl of cheese. And it's just not looking good. The thumbnail looks awful. It looks horrible. The thumbnail looks
Yeah,
horrible.
because you lost
No,
a
because
little bowl.
you ate a little bowl.
I would know.
And you
I
threw
would
it
know
away.
if I
You probably
lost
threw it away. Actually, there's a video of you throwing it on the sky and it fell on your head and cracked on your head.
Oh,
That's a coconut.
oh, I forgot about that.
It cracked on your
his mood just swings like a fucking pendulum. What is with him? That's like that he is a very unstable man. He can go from happy to angry to crying to happy again, and then back to crying, and then just content, and then back to crying. Everything comes back to crying at some point. That seems to be his normal mood. Wow.
Oh, that's where it went. Well, that was one of them. Where's the other two?
Cracked on your head.
Where are the other two? Innocent until proven guilty. I'm innocent.
You are not innocent. You did it on purpose to hurt my feelings because you don't care about me.
Orlin, I actually like your juice. I'm having hypoglycemia. I'm having diabetes.
I'm having hypoglycemia. Stop.
Are you gonna do your coming out video for your diabetes, admitting that you have diabetes, or you do a diabetes coming out video?
I do not.
You need to do a diabetes.
Hi guys, we are
coming out as a diabetic. Hi guys, I'm coming out as a diabetic.
Piece of
really. I don't want to admit that I have diabetes. I'm coming out video because I really need to embrace this part of my life that's over my.
I'm gonna look like a Christmas ball. We both look like Christmas balls. You look like a clown nose.
Oh, we saw this one.
Don't let me focus. I'm hating you. I started.
You're never happy.
Yes, I am happy.
The last time I saw you happy was 7 years ago.
You need to stop living in the past, Orlin.
Well, I live
That's
in
your
I live
biggest
in the
problem.
present with a monster. Would you want to be living in the present with a monster with a big fat ogre that looks like a monster, a green fat monster?
Can you get what fell on the floor? What fell on the floor? Get
A
it.
chicken nugget.
Get it.
Here's your chicken nugget. Stop! You dropped it again. Here's your chicken nugget. Hey, give me the chicken nugget. Eat it. Eat it. Not the first time you eat off the floor.
15-second rule. Boom, go. Leave.
It's like
This has to be a joke. Doesn't he know it's a 5-second rule? Like this seems like it. Like every note that he's hitting is like every comedic note of just like stupidity and weirdness. Like there is. Oh my god! This has to be staged.
you're disgusting. You smell disgusting. You look disgusting. You sound disgusting. You have
Stop.
a gross voice.
This isn't going in your face in a minute.
You have bad aim.
Oh, I have very good aim.
No, you don't.
Try me.
Your dad gave you bad vision.
Try
so you
me.
don't have any that vision so bad it's all blurry.
Try me, mother. I'm gonna throw this.
Yeah, blurry vision now.
You ready?
You get glasses.
Are you ready for
You have to
it?
get eye surgery.
Are you ready for it?
You're probably gonna miss.
I'm not gonna miss.
Ready for what? For you to come out as a diabetic?
Actually, I'm too hungry.
Oh.
Yeah, of course you're too hungry. Yeah, you're always hungry.
Get out!
I'm trying to get bigger.
Get
I'm trying to get better. Oh, also we had a fight yesterday because I didn't think that it was to get funnel fed. You want to funnel feed me, and I don't want to be funnel fed.
I can't eat. I'm gonna force myself to eat.
Wait. That's his. Is that his fetish? That's really. So eating is like his fetish. Then is that what it is? That why he makes all those noises and stuff? Like he thinks this is sexy. And he thinks like gorging yourself is sexy. I don't know what it is. This just does not seem healthy, and I get concerned for this man sometimes. I really do. And I hope he gets help. I really hope that. So let's see where is this gonna go?
No, basically. I'm eating to survive because if I don't eat, I will die because I have all this weight to support. I am supposed to be listen, I'm supposed to be water fasting. I can't water fast because then my blood sugar will be drop. And then I'm already going crazy. I woke up today and I couldn't see. Because you have diabetes and that's why you can't see. And we all know you're eating to survive because there's no way you can maintain this weight if you weren't eating to survive because you're a big, fat, hungry, lardy hippo. And you have diabetes. And you don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it. You have diabetes. Shh, be quiet or stop. I'm trying to do my intro.
Yeah, he does often say like, "Oh, my hands are tingling," and he can't see and things like that. And I think he needs to go to a doctor. He's obese, like very obese. He's also mentally ill. He probably has diabetes. It's not a good look. Like, he looks like he's in a fat suit. It's not good. I'm not trying to shame. I'm saying it's unhealthy. Like, he literally gorges himself for a living.
Oh! Don't you dare!
He just farted in his face and spat in his face.
To clap,
Oh.
just sit and be quiet and just clap. Hear it! Hear it!
I'm forced to be here.
Hear it!
I don't want to be here.
Hear it!
I'm forced to be here. Here. You always seem like you're
I
on
have
period.
the little
no
eyes
one
as
cares.
answers
No
all
one
because
cares
it
about
hits
your
the-
rotting teeth.
and
No
it
one
goes
cares about
up
your
into
diabetes.
my
No
mouth.
one cares about how fat you are.
And
No
it
one
goes
cares
in-
about how you force yourself to eat. No one cares.
I'm speaking.
No one
for
cares about a fat pig forcing himself to eat. No one cares.
This is rich.
No one cares. You're just
one
a big
fat person
fat
on-
ogre.
Here,
You're fatter.
Leave! Yeah. I'm hungry because my blood sugar is going up, 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 up.
You're fat.
Stop! Stop! Look, my face is stinging.
How do you think mine feels? I just got hit by a big fat hippo.
Stop with the fat comments, or you're gonna get hit. Okay.
What should I call you? An obese hippo.
Call me a skinny girl. A skinny.
You're skinny for a
Thank you.
hippo.
But for the
You're always
next
saying
couple
that they bring
days,
too much fruit flies.
I don't care. We have a fly swatter.
They don't go to them. They go to you because
No.
you smell like rotting vinegar. So they all go to you.
Ew.
Orlin, you're not funny. Just have an adult conversation.
You're not an adult. You're a man-child.
The mukbang man.
Get out of the room, Orlin. Seriously, get out of the room. It's getting old. Go away.
You're getting old. You look old. You've aged 10 years in 3 years. You look like you're 40. You used to be so cute. You used to be a little twink. Now you look like a fat ogre bear. You look like a bear. Like those gross
Shut
bears.
up! Go
You know those
away!
gross bears you see
I'm
on
trying to-
Craigslist? They're
You
trying
guys,
to hook up
I'm
with
so
younger
sorry.
men.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop! Stop!
Get away. Get
Get
away.
away. Stop
Get
it.
away. You forgot
Stop.
this. Get away.
Stop.
Get away.
Don't you dare do that!
He's beating him with a shoe.
At me. Stop it! Filthy pig! Stop! Get out of this! My chair's gonna break from my obesity. Fat. Yes, I'm obese. Now leave.
Morbidly obese.
My chair is going to break from this obesity. At least he acknowledges it. Okay. But yeah, that's again, I don't know if this is real. Like, from comments like that, I don't know if he's being serious. This is confusing.
Obese.
And you're out of breath.
Because you're me while I'm
No, because you're fat. That's why you're out of breath.
I love you.
Don't love me.
I'm glad you enjoy my tea.
I didn't drink your pee. There's no pee in that. Or then I would have tasted it. That's how I'm saying this to the police.
You're into that.
Where? Where is it? It's all white and clear.
I drink a lot of water.
Oh no.
Yeah. Smell the urea.
He peed in his water. And the face he
Turn it
makes is
off!
priceless.
You like this? What you get for pooping on my chair?
Turn it off now. Turn it off. Turn it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, wow. So Nikocado pooped on on Orlin's chair, and then Orlin peed in Nicocado's water bottle. That's love right there. That is love, people. What do you know about love? Nikocado knows everything. So, yeah. Alright, so what we got going on here? I got the gossip pulled up. Let's see what we do. Do 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 do. Okay. I love when this former A-list tweener actress turned A-minus list adult actress complains how busy she is because of her kids, but forgets to mention the 2 nannies she employs who are the ones really busy. Hilary Duff. Yeah, celebrities aren't good parents. They're into themselves. They're too into themselves. And that's their industry. It's all about them, marketing them. So I don't think celebrities should also be parents. I just think I think a lot of neglect happens to those kids. They go through a lot of just not seeing their parents and dealing with nannies, and a lot of them turn to drugs because their parents weren't there for them in times of need. And you need your parents. You need good parents. Otherwise, you don't have a foundation to like who you are. I was not raised well, if I'm being honest, and that definitely screwed with me in my adolescence, and I had to find my own way, which involved making a lot of really dumb and dire mistakes. And I had to learn a lot of things about life for myself because my parents were not willing to teach me about the world. They never really established like a significantly like a deep connection with me. I think they kind of see me as the odd one out, and they just choose to not understand me and just dismiss me as whatever. Um so that messes people up. That definitely messes kids up. You need your parents. So that's disappointing. Here we go. Quite the statement from the daytime talk show host considering how she did everything she could to make him want to retire so she could have the gig for herself. Ask her how many times she spoke to him the last decade. Kelly Ripa, Regis Philbin. Damn, she really wanted that gig to herself? Why not with Regis, baby? Regis, baby. Huh. The illiterate former actress turned royal, turned future vagina candle salesperson, had the same 5 friends be the majority of sources for the new book about the royal. Meghan Markle. Again, Meghan Markle just being shitty. At this point, it was pretty amazing that the celebrity CEO could pull off 24 hours of sobriety. Elon Musk, apparently, according to these blinds, Elon Musk is really into drugs, and I do see it. Like I see him doing a lot of psychedelics because he makes some like crazy decisions, like selling all his shit. That's something you do on acid when you have an ego death. You're just like, I don't need my stuff, man. Stuff is just tying me down. Stuff is just a construct. It's all fake, man. It's all fake. Let's do one more. Here we go. There is a lot of buzz that this foreign-born talk show host may replace the one named host. Great idea, replace the most hated host with the second most hated host. That's exactly what I was saying. James Corden replacing Ellen. That's what we were just talking about. I told you I know what I'm doing. I have good sources. All right, let's Reddit.com, relationship time. Ew. My little brother set up a camera in my bathroom and recorded everything I did. I don't know what the advice is for that. That's really fucked up. Let me find one. Okay, it took me about like an hour but I finally found a perfect one for this show. My 24 female husband, 25 male, set up an entire Taco Bell dining booth in his office and is upset that I want it gone. How do I even begin explaining this one? Married for a year, husband has always had a soft spot for Taco Bell. I don't understand. I think it's pretty garbage, even for a fast food chain. How dare you? Lady, get over yourself. Taco Bell is great. Long story short, one day I come home and there's a bunch of 90s Taco Bell memorabilia in the garage. Apparently, one of the local restaurants was getting a remodel, and I guess he bribed the manager to let him grab a booth and some other things. Now, we have separate bank accounts, so he did this all with his own money. He set it up in his office, which he didn't think was a big deal because it's his space and I hardly go in there. He set it all up and asked me how I felt about it. I told him my honest feelings. I thought it was ugly and tacky and glorified a less than mediocre fast food chain. Not to mention it goes against the entire motive of the rest of our living spaces. I'm still just absolutely stunned and shocked that anyone, much less my husband, would think it's a good idea to set up a Taco Bell booth in our house. Suffice to say, he's upset. I feel like I have a point because it's our house and I live there too, but he claims it's his money and he can do what he wants with it. Am I crazy, or do I have a right to be upset at our house turning into a fast food franchise? Well, lady, listen, if it's his office, then it's not your decision. If it's his office and his money, it's not your decision just because you don't like Taco Bell. Let the dude have this. Let him have this one, is what I'm gonna say. Okay. Yeah. So, lady, just because you don't like Taco Bell doesn't mean that like he's just gonna stop. Let the man express his love for something. If he's that passionate about Taco Bell, you're gonna suppress his feelings? That'd be like if Ashley told me that I couldn't put comic book memorabilia up in the apartment anymore. I would be really sad. That would kill my soul. That is what you know what you're doing? You're taking his nuts and you're just stomping them over and over again, just stomping his nuts. Just let him have this one. Just let him have this one. Anyways, I don't know. Am I being mean there? Like, I get it's each other's houses, but it's his office, right? That's what you said, and it was his money. I mean, he's allowed to get some stuff for himself, and if it's his office, then it's allowed to go against the motive of the house. What the fuck does that even mean? The motive. You're 24. Get the fuck over yourself. You're not a fucking real estate agent. The motive is a very, very different minimalist vibe. It does not need a classless Taco Bell. Dude, I would pay money to get Taco Bell booths in my apartment. We need a new table and stuff. So I would be totally open to a Taco Bell booth. But also, I don't have an office, but if I did have a personal office, I would definitely be like, my money, my office, sorry. But that's just me. That's just me. So, this has been the Short News Podcast Monday episode. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Alex Madore at Alex_Madore on Twitter. You can find me there. I made this during a pandemic. The album is out now on Spotify, Apple Music, all of those different platforms. Check it out. And I will see you guys Thursday. Maybe before then if de Blasio does something stupid. But, alright. Peace, guys.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets from Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.